Good evening, guys. Think
Hello and
of a
welcome.
moment. Think of a picture of the turning of the year. What do you see? A clock ticking down to midnight on the last day of the year? But what if I told you that the Celts, the ancients, the pagans celebrated the new year and the passing of the year on the 31st of October and the 1st of November? That's the story of Samhain, and that's now celebrated as Halloween. Let's welcome to Luna and the Druid. Hi, Luna. Good to see you. Looking great as always.
Hello. You always catch me the moment when I am busy checking all the technicalities. Are we live? Can we be seen and heard? I always
I
switch off
thought
my
that she's
microphone.
understanding is here. But you're here. Well, welcome. Welcome. Hey, yeah, today we're going to pull some cards, don't we? But
Yes.
first, but first,
Well, yeah, let's talk about what will happen today because within the Halloween, it often brings up loads of emotions because the veil is getting thinner and thinner right now.
yeah.
And often, especially in Slavic traditions, we think about those who passed away. So tonight, towards the end, I have already two piles on the table with a message. Perhaps I'll pull another pile, we'll see what I'm guided to do.
Yeah.
But there will be a message from your beloved who passed away, a message from heaven for those who need their hearts to be soothed. Grief is not an easy journey. Missing someone is not an easy journey. So tonight, we will try to soothe it a little bit.
Yes, yes.
But
Because
before that happens,
yes, before that happens,
that's your part.
yeah, before we play the cards, we do. Yeah, we just talk a little bit about Samhain, what Samhain is, what it brings, or it turned into Halloween. It was actually the Irish that brought Samhain to America during the famine. So in Ireland, it has always been celebrated, even though it dates back to pagan times. So we have records of it being celebrated 2,000 years ago. It's the second harvest. It's the end of the harvest season. It's the start of the dark half of the year. And at that time, yeah, we celebrate the ones that went away. We um, we remember them, we think about them, we celebrate also a bit of harvest coming in. The warehouses are full. We're prepared for winter, and we're prepared to go within for a while. It's a period of introspection that will last from during the month of November, maybe even until December, when at the winter solstice we see the light coming back again slowly, and that's when we can go out a bit more. So there is a bit of introspection. It's my time of introspection. I see some wonderful guests of us coming in. Hello, Anna. Hello, Susan. Hello, Magda. Glad to see you all here. Glad
Yes,
that you're
so
here.
lovely to have you with us live tonight.
Yeah, and yeah. So it celebrates the end of the year, the end of the working year. It celebrates a time between time, like we said about 2 years ago. We celebrate a time of thinning of the veil too, and the thinning of
Mhm.
the veil is the veil between this world and the other world.
So,
The other world is the world of the dead, and this world is our living world, and uh, we call it thinning of the veil because it's a time when we can peek to the veil, so we can have this contact with our loved ones that went before, and we can also help. our loved ones, especially the ones that went in the last year. So if we have any relatives that went on this year, this is a very good time to tell them that we miss them, that we're saying goodbye, and that now is the time for them to go and settle in the other world, settle in the world of the dead, and the world of the life after this. Go home, so you can, when necessary, can be reborn, because that's also part of dying. Uh, the dying part of it we see in nature, of course. I saw today that all our apple trees were already barren. We saw the ashes and the beeches. The leaves are falling off. Uh, yeah, so we're really going into a time of silence and recovery.
Hmm. You mentioned something interesting there. You said that it's the end of the year, end of the circle. So how Samhain marks the new year in the Celtic tradition?
Yeah, so that's the tradition. People call it the end of the year and call it the Celtic New Year, because that's how they saw it. They saw it as not in the midwinter. They say this is the time when the work is done. The crops are off the field. The work is done. Uh, it's a special, because it's the time between autumn equinox and winter solstice. This middle point, it gets darker and darker. Work is done. We go within for a while, and from there on, we we start again. We start working the land again, and move on. And they did that on this day, and not necessarily the days that we celebrate, because they had a totally different calendar. The calendar that we know came way later.
The
I think
Gregorian calendar,
Gregorian
which is
is it.
totally against the nature, against everything. Actually, it's a funny story because Gregorian calendar is the one which was designed to help track taxes.
Okay, so it was a tax measure.
Yes. Still up to these days, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. We pay the taxes by the year, and and we measure that. And some there are tax systems where you break the year. For instance, really seasonal businesses would start the year in April or May, but these are the exceptions. The rule is you have a calendar year that does the taxes. And yeah, and the Celts, the ancients, lived by nature, and they said, okay, nature is done. There's no more tomatoes. There's only our winter crops are still there. So yeah, we celebrate the new year.
Which is interesting. I would say that the new year should be celebrated in early spring, just like the
That's
Chinese calendar.
well. The funny thing is, the Celts had only two seasons.
Mm,
They had winter and they had summer, or they had the light season and the dark season. And
interesting.
if we look 6 months ahead from now, we have La Bieltana, which of course is a fertility and a fire festival, and when everything is really bursting out. It's we started at Imbolc, when nature awakens, but it really bursts into life on the 1st of May, when we celebrate the fertility and celebrate new love and celebrate young relationships and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm,
And in Bjeltena, the cattle go out again. That's also a thing we do there. The ancients sent their cows also between the fire. They were inside the whole winter. There were all kinds of bugs and insects living in their skins, and that's why they chase them through between two fires to get them cleansed. And that's 2 seasons. That's easy, isn't it?
it is, it is. But we're
Yeah.
not here to talk about Biltene, we're here to
No.
talk about Samhain.
Yeah.
You mentioned another interesting fact, which is happening right now, which is the thinning of the veil. Could you explain more? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. When I talk about thinning of the veil, I talk about liminality. So it's twilight. It's a phase where two worlds that are normally uh, split by a fence or a veil or a wall or whatever. In this case, it's the soft split of the veil between this world and the world of the dead, the world of the other people, the world we call home. And in meditation, it's very easy in these days to go within and to journey instead of journey like in space or whatever, to journey into these realms. The door is open and it's easy to meet the people, the spirits up there. I remember my first Samhain was like 2006 or something in Amsterdam, and I felt during that ritual, I felt my ancestors, I felt my father and my grandparents and my uncle. They were with me there, and that was because the veil is thin, and you sense them, and there were messages for them, for me from them. Yeah.
Lovely. I recently went to my favorite graveyard, favorite because it's above the ocean, but I could feel all those energies around me. So that's something I personally prefer to avoid because you never know who you're going to meet. Just because guys are chilling over there doesn't mean that they're always friendly.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, it's good to be protected. It's good to be safe. To know what you're doing. I wouldn't necessarily say do a deep meditation into the other world, for instance, without someone to guide you, a guided meditation, someone to bring you back when necessary, and stuff like that. Um, that's also part of the deal. Don't go there. Don't if you're not ready uh, to meet the people from the other side,
Yes, well,
the spirits. Yeah.
tradition where I come from, which is more Eastern Europe or Middle Europe, the tradition around Samhain is actually to go and visit graves of those who passed away. So it's that big journey where people are traveling, bringing light, bringing flowers, bringing respect and memory to those who have been walking before them. How it is with a Druidic tradition, is that a ritual?
Visiting graveyards, not so much, not realistically. That's definitely an Eastern European thing, I think,
A Middle Europe,
especially
not
Middle
Eastern.
Europe, Eastern Europe, yeah, Middle Europe, whatever you call it, a Middle Europe, European Slavic tradition.
Slavic
Which,
traditions, yes.
yeah, yeah, and of course we know the Gothic vibes that always are related to this graveyard scene, especially in movies, the Dracula movies and stuff. Um, in the Druid tradition, we connect with our ancestors. We connect with spirits, our guides, our masters, our helpers, and ask them to help us go through a new cycle when that's starting up.
Could you tell a little bit more about those rituals? Because you mentioned rituals.
Yeah, so the Druidic ritual is usually a circle where we have posts and people on the four quarters: north, east, south, and west. They're related to the elements: earth north, air east, fire south, and water west. Um, in between there are other people, circles, and in these circles we do a ceremony. A ceremony consists of three parts: an opening, a middle part, and the middle part is always changing, and the closing. And opening and closing are fixed more or less. That's smart because when you repeat these actions of a ceremony, they tend to go live in you, and it becomes easier and easier by doing these ritual acts to come into this ritual space mentally, the ritual zone, and where you can then go to a specific ceremony that's related to the time of the year. And then, especially for Samhain, so the middle part of Samhain is when we start calling on our ancestors. So, especially the ones that who passed away this year. So we call out their names, and together we wish them a safe passing to the other world. If they haven't gone there yet, we tell them that the time here in this earthly realm is over. It's time to go on, to move on. We are letting them go, and that's also important. It's not only important for us to release. It's part of our healing, but it's also part of the rest that we grant our spirits, that they can safely move on to the other world and are not being dragged down all the time in some in between space, what some people call purgatory or uh, unfinished lives. It's you finish your life, and that's it. It's all about finishing up.
So,
And
how are you planning to spend this year's Samhain on the
yeah,
land?
yeah, we don't do a big ceremony this year. We haven't planned anything. We might go to Cork Friday night because there's the big parade in Cork. Really lovely. Um, these parades are really big, and with lots of fire and people dancing around, and um, yeah, and walking in parades and drums and music. It's very American. It's what came from the Americas. But I always say, is that good or bad? It's neither good nor bad. It's a living tradition. If we can't allow new elements like these parades in, then our tradition will die anyway. So it's a living tradition. I'm not really emotionally saying you need to do it like this or this, but as Druids we do something together. And this year we will go out on the Friday or the Saturday night, or any night between this and the 8th or 20th of November. It's not fixed on a specific date. It's just, it has to be the middle between autumn equinox, uh, winter solstice. And we go out, we bring some barmbrack, some bread, we bring a glass of whiskey or something else to drink, a glass of mead, some other offerings. We put a light outside, and we do it small. This is our home ritual. There's also a part of the ritual which I can show you. We take a piece of paper and we write down, I want to let go of, and you can say anything. You want to let go of your debts? Let go of your debts. You want to let go of taxes? Let go of taxes. There's a specific person you want out of your life. You want a divorce or something. You put that down. Then you fold a piece of paper.
Does it matter which way you fold it?
Away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Away from you. So you have it in front of you and you fold it away from you. And in a big ritual, we have a specific role. We talk about her later. The role is called the Cailleach, and the Cailleach has a cauldron, and she goes around and she collects all the pieces of paper. But when you're at home, you bring your own cauldron, witch's cauldron, always good, with our logo on it. You see?
True.
I'll put on the logo. Here it is.
Oh, amazing.
Our logo is on the cauldron, and then you set a piece of paper.
With cautious.
With cautious.
And away from a smoke alarm, Magdalena.
Yeah. Oh. And in the cauldron of the Cailleach, or the Luna and the Druid cauldron in this case, what you need to let go transforms.
Mm, wonderful to see.
Yeah,
I love to use the energy of fire
yeah,
as one of the most transmutive powers of
yeah,
Mother Nature that exist, and I often use it within my rituals as well. Where they are not my rituals; those are the traditionally rituals held, which I'm just passing.
yeah. When you have a Cailleach, that's also very interesting. Then you have, then it's normally in the big rituals. It's one of the ladies that's totally dressed in black, even veil. She's outside of the ceremony. She's outside of the ritual, and when her time is there, she comes in. She goes round a bit like this, not with a crown, but with a dark veil, and she collects all the papers and then moves on. Um, I remember one specific time we were in a forest, many trees. It was pitch black, so there was a new moon, and my wife Karen was the Cailleach, so she was in black, and she had a bit bigger cauldron with a small fire already in there. There was we had a specific thing that would light sometime a specific candle, and all the people I think we were 16 or 20 people put in their leaves in the cauldron, and she left and she went into the forest. And normally the fire goes out when the papers are gone, but this candle that she had in kept on burning, and she kept on walking through the trees, and it was really magic, because sometimes the fire dimmed a little and you saw her there, and then a few minutes later she saw the fire up there, and there we saw the fire all around us, and it was really magical. It was
I can
really
imagine.
exciting.
Yeah, sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Could you tell us more about Cailleach itself?
Yeah, Cailleach. She's the goddess of death. We have one here in Kerry, which is a stone. It's called the Cailleach Biara, and Cailleach Biara is on the top of the Biara Peninsula. She's standing there on her own. A lovely monument. Um, yeah, a powerful, ancient being of the land. It's a land creature, the guardian of seasonal cycles, birth, death, transformation. Uh, she and her kin, the wise women of the world, all the wise women of the world are representations of the Cailleach. They embody deep feminine wisdom of the Irish landscape. She rules over the winter season. She is the one who connects with what is needed to transform what you want to release, and honor her in the cauldron of fire. And when she stands before you, you have to respect her and not speak a word. Be silent. And
I would fail.
yeah, that's what she is. No, that you would probably be you would be silent too, most likely. I think so. I think so. So yeah, it's really lovely for a woman. It's always women who get that role in that embody the Cailleach. What I noticed from a few friends that I had, they all say the same, that when you go into that role, the days before you already prepare for it, and she lives in you. You're not playing or acting the Cailleach. You become the Cailleach for the days. You sense her presence. You become a bit snappy. You withdraw a bit, and it's a powerful presence. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that I probably wouldn't resonate with her as much because she seems very cold
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
and creepy.
I know you,
With
and
all due respect.
I think you wouldn't have a single problem with her energy.
Interesting. I see how deeply Cailleach is connected into Irish tradition. All my
Yeah.
Irish friends who celebrate Celtic goddesses and goddess, Cailleach is really, really important for them. Obviously, I'm joking here a
Yeah.
little bit. But yeah, definitely powerful
Oh,
goddess.
yeah, yeah, and she's often also reminded of the Morrigan, the great queen. The goddess of war, but also of renewal, of fertility. So it's these goddesses, they have the 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 idea of they don't end. They more or less flow over in each other. That's why we
Mm,
also have a lot of triple goddesses, for instance. Yeah,
yes,
that are
yes. Like
sisters.
my favorite and beautiful Hecate, who is also represented often as tree. I have
Yeah,
here a single statue of Hecate and her dog holding the fire, goddess of magic, goddess of night, goddess of the moon.
yeah,
But often she is represented by the triple goddesses. Yes.
interesting,
I
interesting.
hope this was helpful with explaining a little bit the
Yeah,
traditions, the meaning behind this time of the year, behind Samhain.
yeah,
If
and I would definitely suggest for all the viewers who are not in a ritual, do something like burning this piece of paper. Remember the ones that left this year. You had a loss this year. Remember her these days, and uh, yeah, and
yeah, but
remember
also not
them.
this year in general. I think
Yeah,
it's a good time
oh, it's always
for
good. Yeah,
retrospection and
yeah,
remembering, because
yeah,
those people live as long as they live in our hearts, in our memories. And remember, energy doesn't need a body to connect with you. Energy is always
absolutely.
there. So you can always reach out and talk to them. But
Yeah,
certainly at this time of the year, it's slightly easier. So you may see a little bit of nudges, a little bit of signs, maybe more than usual, certain smells, things which will trigger your memory. Know that those are your loved ones saying
yeah,
hello.
that's what I do. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And what I want to say, so if you do something Saturday, that's fine. If you want to download a big ritual on my Druid Grove website, the Grove of Anu, when you sign up as a friend of the Grove, you can follow our Wheel of the Year course for free, and there's a solo ritual for someone there as well.
Beautiful.
And
Definitely
yeah,
worth checking out.
I see.
Perhaps you could leave the address in the comments. I think that would be helpful. There you go. You have it
I
at
have
the
it on
bottom of the
screen already.
screen. Yes.
I had it,
Groveofanu.com.
the groveofanu.com. That's it.
Yes. Lovely. And speaking of the communication, I was drawn before to pull two piles, but my intuition at the very beginning of this live told me that there will be another pile. So I already
Okay,
pulled
interesting.
just while connecting with the energies, because I know from my own experience how often we crave that connection, that last conversation, that message from those who passed away, because sometimes we have no way of saying goodbye. There is no chance to do it. And I
Yeah.
hope this will be soothing a little bit and will bring perhaps some closure, perhaps some answers. I'm not sure. I have no clue what the cards say.
What they're going
I
to
have
say? Yeah.
three piles, three fingers here, one, two, three, with from the deck of Talking to Heaven by James Van Pra. I love this deck. When I'm reading cards for people, often people on Holistic First come to me because they want a message like this. And this deck is very gentle, it's very loving, very kind. It talks from a perspective of a soul who passed away rather than a human. So it has that deep meaning. So I prepared three piles. You can take it as a whole message. You can choose one number. You can choose two numbers. This message is there for you to be felt. So I'll give you a second or two just to fill in the energy. I'm not going to show you the cards because they all look the same. So think about number 1, number 2, or number 3, and whichever you feel more drawn to. And as I said, it can be more than just one. Take it how it resonates. So I'll start with pile number 1. I have 4 cards here. The first card says, I am learning over here. And I will show you the card here. So it suggests that whoever I'm connecting here wants to let you know that they are learning, that they've done something on earth, which right now they are reminiscing on. They're taking some teachings out of this. Because remember, the soul comes on earth or into any other planet, into any other realm to learn and grow. So it seems to me like this person, the soul is saying, I'm not done, I'm not finished. Perhaps there is a way out to come back to planet Earth because the learning is not over. And what I'm seeing here is there's a lot of water flowing out of that book, which is water always represents to me emotions. So perhaps it was a deeply emotional lesson of letting go. Oh, wow. We also have a confirmation. The earth is our school. So there is definitely something about learning here. We have images of 2 books. Let me show you this. 2 books here, studying something about the soul growth in general, learning. So I guess this person is trying to tell you, I'm ascending. I see more right now. I understand more right now. I have this deeper knowledge here, which I want to share with you if only you will ask me for help. And speaking of that, it's amazing how those things come intuitively, because this person have become one of your guides. So that's why I feel lesson part and studying part is so important, because they are there letting you know that, yes, I'm here to support you. I am your spirit guide. I know now what I haven't known before. I see your path unfolding as well, and I can help you. All you need to do is just connect with me, because I'm very, very close. You just need to reach out to me, and I will help you. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. So that element on learning, gaining that different perspective, going deeper within knowing here is an important aspect. So perhaps if you chose this pile, your beloved who is now in heaven has done some deep spiritual work, thanks to which they ascended, and now they can help you. So make sure to ask for help, to reach out and to connect with them, because as your spirit guides, they are there to help you.
And that's lovely. Yeah,
Interesting.
we always say that this is one of the purposes of our lives here on earth is to learn and then go back and integrate that when you're after your life, and prepare for the next round, or maybe prepare for
Exactly.
eternally in a different dimension, different realm, ascend.
And that's what
Yeah,
I'm feeling as well here, that this soul is saying, I'm not over. Like, I will be back into the body, into the realm
definitely.
of learning and adapting what I've learned over there and bringing this energy back to earth. Pile
Wow.
number 2 has a little bit more cards. It has 5 cards. And it starts with a very strong message, which says, there is no such a thing as death. Look at this card. So the message is here, hey, I'm not dead. It's just my body which is gone, but I'm here. I'm connected with others. I am the part of one. I am the part of something bigger than actually our mind can perhaps comprehend. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. So it seems like there was that missing piece of puzzle for this soul, with this pile, I really feel I want to see the cards first before I even go deeper. And this person is confirming that it was their time to go. So perhaps you were wondering why. It could be the case that this person went away too early, too quick, way before their time. And you were asking yourself why. Um, I always give you a good night kiss. So it seems like this person was very close to you, a very close, almost intimate relationship. But it could be a child, it could be a mother, take it how it resonates, but a very close, someone close to your heart. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Oh, that's such a beautiful, beautiful message here. So this soul is saying, even though my body is not here, I'm still here connecting with you, very, very close, kissing you goodnight, which confirms that their presence is near you all the time. And there is that little bit of regret that they could express their love more, that they could tell you how they really feel about you. But they also want you to remember that there is no such a thing as death. It's just a transition into a form who we actually really are, which is the form of light, form of energy, form of soul. Because this is just a meat suit which we put on to be able to go through certain experiences. Interesting messages. And the last pile number 3. Oh, wow. And we were talking about today how around this time the veil gets thinner and thinner and we can feel those people around us. And this person starts with, I am standing right next to you. So if you chose this pile, know that your beloved soul is very close to you. Sometimes you may actually feel like you see them somewhere with this blurry image here. So sometimes you may have a glimpse of actually seeing them. And I feel this pile is more for people who have lost their beloved not long ago. In the something is here about the period of time that the time hasn't passed away just yet. It just feels fresh to me. Take it how it resonates. Obviously, it doesn't have to be like this, but that feels more fresh, more something which is, I don't know, more painful, perhaps. We are so connected. We are so connected. That's why this soul is standing close to you, saying that, remember, it is again a same message everywhere. It's just an illusion that we are separate, that I am gone. Because as an energy, I am here. I live in your heart. I live in your memories. You can see me through the photos, through the videos, perhaps. We have been together in dreams, so the connection is still very strong and it's ongoing. So perhaps you meet that person in your dreams. You may also meet them within the meditation, especially now. It's like an invitation saying, call me and I will come to you. I'll be able to connect with you, to have that conversation, to answer your questions, perhaps. And last but not least, this person is saying, I am sorry. Please forgive me. It's almost like they want to apologize. For some of you, it will be for something they've done and they see the different perspective. But what I'm sensing here most is, I am sorry. Please forgive me that I have to leave you. And this is the message which I feel. I hope this was helpful. Interesting messages for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Luna.
Yes. My voice is gone very deep and very croaky as well. Yeah, it's because of that coldness.
Yeah. So I also brought some cards, which I usually do. I have a bit of a New Year idea. I just took out the deck that I got about a year ago, and it was still unsorted. So I have shuffled it very thoroughly today, and I made just 3 piles, also with messages
Mhm.
for everyone. So, but I'm gonna pull 3 cards. So I would say
Yeah,
for everyone, pick a card. Is it card
let's
one,
do it.
card two, or card three? If you pick card one, actually, this is the card. I have to show you the back of the cards. They're lovely.
Oh wow,
And
this is
here,
amazing.
this is. It's not very. I see it. It's not very sharp, but it's from A to Abacadabra. So very magical. A very magical
Mm.
deck. It's called the Tabula Mundi. So it's a world deck, and if you picked card number one, it's adjustment. And this is the message: is if you felt out of whack, if you felt out of balance because of what happened the last months, what happened recently, this is the moment where you regain your balance again, where you can put on your your figure skates and put your leg in the sky, fly widely, and because you're adjusting, you're finding your balance again. So if you've been out of whack for a while, this card says yes, you're going to take it back for yourself. You picked card number two. It's the Eight of Wands. So we're speeding up. We're speeding up. If you felt held down, if you're tired and slow, and and you say, okay, the message of someone was, okay, let's go within. Let's uh, let's take it slow a bit. Uh, for you, it's probably not going to happen. The name on the of the card is Swiftness, so it's the Lord of Swiftness. It's a card of rapid motions, rapid changes in your life. Sometimes even coming from the outside, not of your own making. So even if you feel like you want to slow down, things are speeding up. Things are happening quickly. If you picked card number three, ooh, you have the Princess of Discs, which was actually the last card, the card that was when I opened the deck. It looked at me because it was at the bottom of the pile, and the Princess of Discs.
Here we go
Help me.
again.
The Princess of Discs.
I think you need to practice that word a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Represents a very young energy. She's full of promises. So you are full of promises. There is, if you're a lady of a certain age, I could definitely say that you might just be pregnant or become pregnant in the coming days. You're full of promises. You're full of growth. You're full of potential, and embrace this potential. Take the time for the coming month. Yeah, coins. Yeah, but the word on the card is not coins.
It's
Choose
also not what you said.
coins. Oh, that's right. That's right. But this is so. If you pick this card, you're heading for a period of growth. Take it easy. You don't have to do this quickly. It's a young energy. The princess has time. The princess has time on her side. Even if you're a man, you have the time of the princess on your side, and uh, a period of growth is coming for you.
Yes, but I'm just want to jump on that last one as well, because it doesn't have to be literally pregnancy. It's like the Empress. It can be giving birth to something new, to a project, to a new
Absolutely, yeah,
home,
yeah. Oh,
new product idea. Spirit was literally nudging me to add that it's not just
yeah. I
pregnancy.
recently had this one for a 60-year-old lady in a reading, and but she had this vibe. She was 60 maybe, but she didn't look at, she didn't act on it. She was still full of promises and full of ideas, and setting up her own business for whatever time. So yeah, it's definitely that energy coming from it. And if you picked
Yes,
all the 3 cards, balance yourself again, do what you need to do, and things are moving quickly.
yes. Thank you so much for this. I am very happy with my choice. Yes, with that said, we wish you a wonderful time of remembering
Yeah.
and going within just to find your own light, I suppose, because definitely it's needed right now. It's getting more and more dark in the northern hemisphere here, especially that in Ireland we were changing time not long ago.
And now all
So
of a
it's pretty
sudden,
dark pretty early already.
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
make sure to be your own light within the darkness. Thank you so much. It was lovely to be a
It was lovely to
guest
see you.
in your homes tonight.
And see you again next week.
Yes. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.